Hey guys, welcome back to Angry Mack Adventures. Oh, so exciting. We're putting the outboard on today, so stay tuned. We've got the 115 horsepower Evinrude ready to install, the E-Tech. So we've got everything here. We've got the oil dispenser there, and we've also got the throttle cables. We've got all the controls and gauges and whatnot, all the wiring harness. So I'll be installing all that as well. We've also got plenty of marine silicone as well, so we can put the engine plate on as well as the engine when it goes on. And we've got the Bobcat to install it because I couldn't find my engine crane, so that's what we got today. So stay tuned. Alright, so last night we just installed all the controls and wiring, so that's pretty much ready to go. Now, as for the base plate, I wasn't going to do this, but a lot of people recommended me to, so just to distribute that weight. But this is the old plate, and under here showed a lot of corrosion. So I got Brad to bend me up another one, and I've also got myself a jig as well, just to make sure that that is drilled out properly. When you are restoring an engine, or you are buying a second-hand outboard, make sure you do not throw away these, because right there is $300 from an outboard shop, because they're stainless steel, high tensile, fine thread, and yeah, no bulk shop sells them, so make sure you don't throw these out because they're pretty expensive.
So here we are. This is where they specify on the E-Tech website. Pick the motor up. They've also got another couple of spots here that we'll lift from here, and hopefully that'll do the job.
So we're just using the Marine Flex silicone. It is waterproof, so it's great for this sort of stuff. And I'm just filling up the base plate, making sure there's enough there so when everything is tightened up, it then spreads out evenly. So once the silicone's then put on, then it's just installing the plate onto the back of the transom, and you got to work fairly quickly with this stuff because it dries fairly fast. So last night we installed the engine, and I just want to give you a quick rundown of how to mount your outboard to your transom. So when you're buying an engine, or if you are buying a second-hand engine, just to make sure that you have got the right leg size, because they do come in various sizes. So you got 20-inch, 25-inch, 30-inch, even 35-inch, and it just all depends on the size of your transom. So my transom, being a 1980s boat, has a 20-inch transom, so I had to find an outboard with a 20-inch leg, or you can purchase one brand new with the right size leg. So when you are mounting up the outboard, on the engines, you've got some vertical tolerance, which is from the bolt holes here. Now, when you are mounting it, you want to make sure that your anti-ventilation plate, which is this one here, which sits just above the prop. The rule of thumb is to be level with the bottom of the transom, up to 20 mil above. So if I put my level, my straight edge on top, you can actually see that that's approximately 15 to 20 mil above the transom. So you can always adjust that when you get out into the water. Look, if you have it a little bit higher, you will get a little bit more better performance out of your boat, but if you go too high, you definitely will see some cavitation, so you might have to play with that. The Evinrude is looking fit for the job. Last night we done the engine fitment, so today we're doing all the wiring. We're going to be fitting the control cables, pretty much everything to run the boat, so we want to get it started. But it's looking really, really nice. Love it. I've just ran the throttle cable and the main wiring harness to the engine through the hole and through this rubber piece that sits on here like a grommet, and we'll start fitting out the engine. So I just got a couple more things to run, like the oil line, because obviously this being two-stroke, you got to run that, and also the fuel line as well. So we'll hook it all up, and hopefully this bad boy starts. Alrighty, so all the wiring, the oil line and the fuel line's all hooked up. Now the last thing I've got to do is just put the brackets on for the throttle cable. Well, that's it for the engine install. We're just finishing doing a bit of a wiring cleanup and just making sure that we've got everything in. And yeah, stay tuned for next episode. We're putting in the dual battery system and starting this baby up. So stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one.